I've got a list here, and I want to make sure I don't miss anything because this is super important. And I don't think that a lot of business owners, I mean, maybe small business owners are doing their own SEO and all that stuff. But for the most part, SEO firms and agencies will need to look into this, and this will make sense to them. But AI optimized content, it actually means clear H2s and H3s, the schema markup being completely clear and teaching the AI in a very first grade level exactly what the business does, semantic linking, and then consistency across platforms.
Yeah.
So it's about creating a content ecosystem where a blog post leads to a podcast, which leads to social snippet, which leads to the AI figuring it out. So a lot of the tools that we're developing at Tapp Go will allow you to write a blog post that will instantly automate it in an automated fashion, create a podcast. Obviously, you need a video podcast, which is why you guys come into play. And then break that into snippets to be pushed out on your social media content. And then that's how the AI finds you. Because if you haven't heard of Perplexity yet, by God, please do. They had a Super Bowl commercial last year. So if you haven't heard about it, Perplexity is amazing. I have an affiliate code that I can't say verbally because it's a bunch of X's and O's and numbers and stuff. But go check out Perplexity.
We can put it in the show notes.
Okay, sweet. Go download Perplexity. They have an amazing app. They do amazing things. They are updating very quickly. That will replace Google. I'm sure Google will probably just acquire them because that's what those big boys do.
Right.
But you'll see, just do a quick search, and you'll see that it will pull from dozens of sources. And then it will link out to those sources if you want to do a deeper dive. And then not only that, it will give you 4 to 5 next questions that the AI said, okay, if they're searching for this, they might also want to search for this. And it continues the conversation. And where you start with, I'm looking for a new pair of boots in Atlanta, it can take you down a rabbit hole of what's in fashion for men, what size. Do you have, like I have wide feet, so do they have special sizing? And it will take you down and almost lead you to the perfect answer.
Yeah. And
in order for your company to show up in that, you have to make sure you have all the T's crossed and the I's dotted.
Right.
So
Right.
You have to be findable and easily understandable.
Yeah. And most small businesses, their content is not. Yeah. Not at all.
They think if it's done, it's good enough.
If it's done, it's good enough. If it's out there, it's good enough.
Right.
And
we need a post today. Yeah.
Yeah. And if your content isn't structured like this now, it's just not going to show up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to test and see if your business is AI friendly, go to Perplexity and put in a search that your clients or customers or prospects would put in trying to find you. And if you don't show up, you're not showing up.
Right. Now, I would kind of want to talk about some common concerns that we've heard from clients. One potential client asked, like, what does this mean? This sounds expensive. Like, is this only, like, I'm just a small business. Like, how much is this going to cost me to do now?
Well, how much is it going to cost you to not do it? Just going to go ahead and put that out there.
There it is.
The good thing about software, and if you're not everyone wants to learn this stuff, right? Like, I know how to get a 6-pack, I know how to get abs. I just don't really feel like it. I like pasta.
I just don't really want. I just don't really want them.
I just don't want it. And so many people are that way about AI. I just learned how to use Twitter.
Yeah.
It's not called Twitter anymore.
It's not.
Right. So they're still huge on MySpace, but that doesn't really help.
Right.
So first thing I would address is it's a must do for your business. If you're a learner and you understand, you're a little bit savvy, you can go in and learn it. I would say just work with some tools. Start getting an idea of how to incorporate it. The number one thing I would say to small business owners that want to do it themselves is don't treat it like a tool, treat it like a collaborator. right? You are working with, and I'm not joking, the smartest entity in the planet that has access to the highest level of information and data and all of it. So treat it as such. And if you don't understand how to use it, ask it how to use it. Right? Say, hey, ChatGPT, I'm trying to do this. Help me guide you. What's a good prompt for me to use to find the best results? So if you're a self-starter and a self-learner, it will cost you as much as the subscription fees, which is basically $20 a month. Right. Or you can do the free version and it costs you $0. It costs you time. But I'm a big proponent of saying a wise businessman spends money to save time, whereas a poor businessman spends time to save money.
Right.
Obviously, we've got budgets, so take that with a grain of salt. But for someone like us, yes, we do have we have a price tag associated with us, and we're expensive, but we're worth it,
Right.
So I would say if you're a self-starter, go in, learn it. It can be literally as little as under $100 a month to do this stuff. You just have to understand how to use it. It also evolves very quickly, so you got to stay on top of it. So the time cost of that would be great. The financial cost, not so much.
Yeah.
Did that answer your question?
It does. I think, the whole what's the cost to not do it. I had clients saying that they just didn't believe this internet thing was going to last and it was just a fad. And so
yeah.
So don't get like that with this. Right.
Same with social media.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And
exactly.
The problem is once you be like, oh, God, this isn't a trend anymore, then you're behind.
Right.
And then you can't catch up.
You're already behind. Right.
So this is the early warning system. We are sending out notices to your phone at 3:30 in the morning to start paying attention now, because it's going to have ramifications that ripple. And I'm really worried about the kids that are in college and high school right now, because I feel like a lot of those entry-level jobs are going to be replaced.
Yeah.
And I don't like it as much as anyone else does, but business is business.
But it is what it is.
And bottom lines are bottom lines. And if you can build an AI agent to execute on your research for $20 a month, as opposed to hiring someone and giving them insurance and all that stuff, from a business,
what's going to be done.
It's what's going to be done. So the next few years, when it comes to the new college grads going after white collar jobs in an entry level position, I'm worried about that and what that looks like. Maybe we should put together a learning course for recent college grads, because there's an opportunity there for them. Sorry, off topic, but there's an opportunity there for college grads to learn AI. They can learn the AI. We can work with them, or they can learn the marketing, and then very quickly leapfrog the people that have been doing it for 20 plus years, because they have access to this tool, know how to use this tool. Oh, and by the way, they have access to all the knowledge too.
Right.
So we'll see how it evolves. I do think, ChatGPT 5 should be coming out this month, if not next month.
Yeah.
That's going to change the game again.
Right.
So as it evolves, anyone that says they know what's going to happen, they're a liar. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I know what's going to happen, but we can set ourselves up appropriately, and so can small business owners, to be ready for what comes.
Yeah.
And be adaptable.
Yeah.
And be open to it.
Yeah. So on that note, what are the things that you think what are a couple things that you think a small business can do to set themselves up to be ready now? What are some actionable steps?
Actionable steps would be to get comfortable with the tools.